So many of us reach for beet juice, and why wouldn't we? We're thinking it's one of the smartest, healthiest choices we can make. I mean, that vibrant color practically screams healthy heart and more energy. But what if I told you there's a hidden danger lurking inside that glass? A really important truth that most of us just don't see. So let me ask you this. Could that daily glass of beet juice you're so proud of actually be, well, silently harming you? You see, as we get a bit older, our bodies change, and some of the most common ways we prepare beet juice can turn this supposedly healing drink into a hidden source of stress, creating this low-grade, constant irritation inside the very systems you're trying so hard to protect. And here's the thing you have to remember. Beet juice is not some gentle, everyday drink. It is powerful. And just like any powerful tool, how you use it is absolutely critical. It's packed with potent compounds that demand a really precise approach. Get it wrong, and this health booster can flip into a health risk, especially as our bodies evolve over the years. So what's the big paradox here? Well, looking at this transparent view of the human body, we can really see how beetroot gets to work. It is loaded with incredible stuff, natural nitrates, antioxidants, you name it. But here's the catch. Those very same beneficial things are also highly reactive. And that's exactly where the trouble can start. You know, when we're younger, our systems are pretty resilient. They can handle these chemical reactions, no problem. But after 50, it's a different ballgame. Our digestion tends to slow down, our stomach lining can get more sensitive, and our kidneys, well, they might not filter things out with the same old efficiency. And what that all means is that a drink that used to be totally fine can now put this quiet, but very real, strain on your system day after day. All right, first up, let's talk about acid overload. You know that healthy cleanse everyone's talking about? Well, it might be creating an internal conflict that's doing a lot more harm than good. Oh yeah, you've seen this one everywhere, the classic lemon and beet juice cleanse. It sounds so fresh, so detoxifying, so responsible, right? But what's really happening deep inside your body tells a very different story. This incredibly popular combo can actually create way more stress than it relieves. So here's what you really need to know. That intense acidity from the lemon or maybe from vinegar can directly irritate your stomach lining. We're talking acid reflux, nausea, not fun. But it gets worse. It actually interferes with your body's ability to absorb the very nutrients you're trying to get from the beets in the first place. And if you're using vinegar, that mix can even lead to sudden, unpredictable drops in your blood pressure. Okay, next, let's tackle sweeteners. Look, a lot of us add a little honey or sugar to beet juice to cut through that earthy flavor. Seems innocent enough, doesn't it? But this one simple action can completely sabotage the main reason you're drinking beet juice to begin with. And please, don't let the word natural fool you. Even something wonderful like honey becomes a real problem when you mix it into beet juice. Why? Because its concentrated sugar content works directly against what the beetroot is trying to do inside your vascular system. So how exactly does beet juice work its magic? It all comes down to something called nitrates. Your body has this incredible process where it takes these nitrates and turns them into nitric oxide. Now, this little molecule is a superstar. It relaxes your blood vessels, which improves your blood flow, supports your heart, and helps get oxygen all over your body. It's a huge deal. And here's the problem. When you add that concentrated sugar, it triggers an insulin spike and a low-grade inflammatory response in your body. This metabolic chaos directly gets in the way of that vital nitric oxide conversion process. It basically shuts down the main heart-healthy benefit of the juice you just drank. But it's not just about acids and sugars. Nope. There are other really common pairings that can also wreak havoc on your digestion and your kidneys, creating all these unnecessary internal battles. Let's just walk through this chart together. First, you mix beet juice with dairy. What happens? Well, the proteins in the milk can actually curdle in your stomach, which leads to bloating and means you're not absorbing nutrients properly. Or how about pairing it with raw spinach? That sounds healthy, but together they create a super high load of something called oxalates, which can seriously increase your risk for kidney stones over time. And even that classic beet and carrot juice combo can just overload your system with both sugar and oxalates, putting stress on your whole body. Okay, so we've laid out all the risks, but the point of this isn't to scare you off, not at all. It's to guide you, because there is a simple, precise protocol that can help you unlock all the amazing benefits of beet juice safely and effectively. All you have to do is follow these 4 simple rules. First, moderation. Seriously, less is more. Second, freshness is everything. Drink it right after you make it to get all those delicate compounds. Third, timing. Have it on a light stomach so your body can absorb it properly.
And finally, simplicity. Just avoid those risky pairings. Let the beet juice do its job on its own, or maybe with something neutral, like a little water or cucumber juice. Look, if you only remember one thing from this entire explainer, please let it be this. More is not better. The juice from just one medium-sized beet per day is all you need to get the therapeutic benefits without overloading your system. That right there is the secret to doing this right.
So this whole thing isn't about being afraid of beet juice. It's about empowering you with knowledge. Because when you truly understand how this powerful food interacts with your body's incredible systems, you can turn it from a potential hidden enemy into a truly powerful ally for your health in the long run. It really all comes down to how you use it.